This book, and I want to do just as the authors have done, and we're going to just put out a brief disclaimer before we get started. This book is going to dive into a lot of things that we really just don't have a comprehension of because we're just not Jewish. And so there are a lot of customs and traditions and things like that. But the scriptures and the Torah and all of that they're going to cover in here, these are things that are still being studied out because this covers first century Jesus. So this is not looking at today's religion as we understand it. This is really diving back literally to the time Jesus was on the earth and even customs and traditions that were already ancient when Jesus came on the scene. So there may be things in here that years later they may say, oh, you know what, we thought that that's what that meant, but it actually meant this. There's nothing wrong with that. The scripture says we only know in part. None of us will know everything until he returns. But it's a great guide for us to start exploring and understanding better what the scriptures mean and when we're reading them. That's what makes it profound. That's what we have been charged to do, is to study and show ourselves approved. So we're not taking this as a new Bible. We're not replacing any scriptures. I love that they have tons of scriptures in this book for you to reference and read on your own. If you don't already have access to a Message Bible or Amplified Bible, you may want to go to, is it Bible.com?
Bible.com.
Bible.com, because if you're not in the space to be buying, Bibles and stuff, that's a great place to go and say, you know what, let me see how that reads in another. This is such an easy read, so it makes studying, you'll find yourself for hours just researching, and I encourage you to follow it. Go deeper, go farther, because they could only cover so much in this book.